Oh man, we are back. Back in action, friends. Back in action. Yesterday was a very big day for you guys. Did the next big wine shopping. And actually, Spain, or two more periscopes left of Spain. So I mentioned last week that I wasn't really happy with my representation of sherry. I think sherry is too important in Spain to be ignored the way it was. I got like one single Manzanilla sherry. Wasn't even like one of the more common main types of sherries. Some good cross comparisons. So I picked up some sherries for us today, and ones that are going to actually allow us to do a little bit of cross comparison here. Now, there's a lot of different sherry styles, and I'm not doing all of them because a lot of them, in all perspective, aren't. I'm going to put this shit down for a second. A lot of them are just not really that great. My perspective, they're not that great. You've got on one hand, you've got a lot of ones that have like this, and there is one style that's very sweet. Pedro, it's just really Is this recording better now than it was? Hit me with some comments here. I didn't have the Wi-Fi on. Is this better? I'm getting some likes. Give me some comments here. Much better. Thank you guys for letting me know. All right, so we're going to talk about sherry. Now, reminder, sherry is in the very southern tip of Spain, right outside of Cadiz. Right outside of Cadiz. Oh, fuck. We're freezing right now? It was laggy before and now it's freezing. Is this still going on? Are we still freezing here? Just came through clear. It's fucked. It just came through clear. Well, let's hope this doesn't. All right, we're gonna keep going. Let me know. Let me know if things get bad. All right, let me know if things get bad. I'll see what I can do. All right, good. I haven't even said anything controversial right now. I'm just doing some Spanish geography. All right. So, Sherry, just west of Gibraltar, right outside of Cadiz. Let's talk about the main grape here. Main grape here is Palomino Fino. A Palomino Fino is a pretty much nothing grape, okay, on its own. No flavor profile, only ferments to like 11-12% alcohol. But it's very good for this thing called flor, okay? Flor is the yeast, and it's a yeast that's all around the vineyards in sherry. And basically, they'll leave these barrels about 5-6 full because the interact with both the nutrients in the wine, but also to interact with oxygen and the nutrients in the wine, and it grows as a result of it. And so what you have basically is this very strong. I can smell it from over here, or at least I can catch whiffs of it. 6 inches above the rim of the glass. Let me see here, right? I can smell the sherry from here. Okay, and that's all that yeast. That's all that flor. So that's sort of the structure of it. The ones, these phenos right here, this is like the basic kind of sherry. Okay, it's the kind of sherry most people enjoy in that part of Spain. It's all grown on chalk, so like calcareous soil, which is very good soil. It's just same soil as Champagne, and the wine is fortified to about 15%, and then they allow the floor to go on it. Now, it doesn't go over 16% because after that point, the alcohol is too strong and it kills the floor. All right, so this is like Fino sherry. It's dry, it's yeasty, it's briny, and it's got a bit of alcohol, but 15%, that's kind of manageable. Then you have the Amontillado over here, okay? And this is interesting because now there's different styles of Amontillado, but this is like the proper kind, which is dry and from Jerez. And so basically how this works is that this is when, so the sherry, the Fino sherry, is the floor is getting its nutrients from the wine. And, they top it off, right? But if the wine is aged long enough, the nutrients in the wine get removed. And so the floor dies and it starts to get this darker color. So this is very interesting. So you can start to see a life cycle of these of sherry. That's kind of what you're looking at here. You're looking at like a life cycle. And so the Amontillado, and sometimes they artificially will do this by adding alcohol. Sometimes they add the alcohol after the process is started. But we are looking here at like 18.5%. So it's a bit strong. What do we have? Why did you say nothing? Is that about the reception? I can move on to the drinking portion of this Periscope, or are we still having reception issues here? Reception issues? How are we doing with this? All good? All good, guys? All right, good. So, some slight connection issues. See, I don't like that. I'm going to try getting off the Wi-Fi. I'm going to try getting off the Wi-Fi real quick. Let's see how this is. Is this better or is this worse? Better or worse, guys? Look, we got a long show tonight, so I don't want to get into it if we're not going to be having some good sound here. Better? I got a better. Same, no real difference. Better now. All right. Let's get into the drinking portion of this. Let's get into the drinking portion. Let's do it. So, see, that's really, really good. That is really, really good. It has the alcohol. It's 15%. But I don't think I could do sherry all the time. But I know we're out of the season, but it is really a nice thing to mix it up in the summer. I recommend, guys, next summer when you're, or maybe even late spring, probably better. It's not super hot. You don't want to have something very, very alcoholic when it's super hot. But just to go and mix it up and get a sherry, support the sherry industry. It's a very traditional industry. It's got some really, really cool stuff. It's really refreshing. I got to tell you guys, it's really, really refreshing. It's really interesting. It's just like such a different profile from what you're used to in wine, with all that briny and yeastiness. But you still have apples, right? You still have the fundamentals of wine beneath the surface with it. It's like the most nutty flavor I've ever had, but not only. You still get like some of the brininess from the sherry, but it's so different from the Fino. And I want to remind you guys, this is guys. I wish I could tell you what to do with this connection shit. All right, I know what I'm gonna do with the connection. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it. I don't like it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go Wi-Fi inside the house because I don't want us to miss out on the good stuff tonight. So we're just gonna have to bear with me. It's gonna take 1 minute. It's gonna take 1 minute to get upstairs and talk just a little bit more about the wine and about what's coming next with the wine. Because, all right, let's see. I appreciate you guys telling me this stuff. This is like ridiculous. It's gonna look weird. You're gonna get a weird view here. Hey, Dad, you're gonna have to try out these sherries. They're good.